our October meetup on mental health, stories from the trenches. When we were booking this space, I thought we'll get a place big enough for us to host enough people. I didn't realize we could get a stadium. But it's great to be here. My name is Sid. Myself and our co-founder Matt, who I very lovingly call Vin Diesel, or one of those guys. We began this almost 3 years back. Before we get into the evening, I want to thank our sponsors, IBM, for supporting us in hosting this event. They've been supportive for us for the last 4 years. David Mars is meant to be here this evening, but he flew from Japan this morning, and he had to catch a plane to go to Sydney this evening. Not an Indian, not. But he's there because they are talking to ANZ and a bunch of other guys about blockchain in healthcare, and their plans for P50 to do something in blockchain on the track with IBM. So watch that space. We are on social media, so P15 healthcare hashtag or Twitter handle. Feel free to tweet furiously. This evening, we have 3 incredible speakers. We'll do a bit of networking. We've already done that. If there's any food left, please finish it off. I'm not taking it back home with me. Or we'll leave this for the university students. We'll come back for a quick Q&A after the presentations, and then we'll wrap it up with a bit more networking after that. Like I said, we have an incredible lineup of speakers this evening. Tom, are you here? So Tom actually is the principal advisor to the VC at RMIT. He was on a plane coming back from somewhere, and he said to me he'll land at about 6 o'clock and try and make it here in good time to do the welcome intro for us. But understandably, he's running a bit behind schedule. But we've got Dr. Simon D'Alfonso, we've got Mary Dunn, and we've got Dr. Cameron Duff talking about some fairly interesting topics on what I believe, and I think you all will agree with that, is an extremely important conversation in our community. So the question I ask in every meetup is, what is your P15? And a lot of people ask us, what does P15 stand for? Why do you call it P15? When we began this group, so the story behind that was that when the Britishers were serving the players, every mountain peak that they discovered was peak 1, peak 2, peak 3, and the highest one was peak 15. And the reason why we call it Peak 15 Health Tech as a commercialization and mentoring network is that we want to help each and every member of our community to get to your Peak 15, whatever it might be. You want to get yourself to succeed, you want to get a job, work with somebody else, have an impact, stay in touch with the community, and we will certainly find means and ways for you to engage with the broader community and be part of the conversation. We need 3 things to keep doing this. We need cold hard cash to pay for the food and drinks and sometimes the venues. So please, if you want to sponsor us, come and talk to us. We need venues like these to host the events, and of course content. We have, and you'll see that in some of the slides, what we've been doing for the last 8-9 months or so, and then we keep doing that. We have an incredible team of volunteers in alphabetical order, which I'm kind of behind here. But we all come from different walks of life. We all have everyday jobs doing something or the other. But we all believe in this common purpose of being a part of this community, building it, creating it, helping it grow, helping each other. So we are all about creating, connecting, and collaborating. So please do stay in touch and get in touch with us if you want to talk to us about anything. A bit of history. We began doing this back in 2013 when we used to run Startup Health Tech. That grew to become the 4th largest health tech meetup group in the world with over 2,000 members. And then a couple of years back, we pivoted out of that to start the Peak 15 meetup group, which has grown even faster than the way Startup Health Tech did, and we are almost 800 plus members in just about 18 months or so. Like I said, for the last, since the beginning of this year, we've been doing a few interesting things: cool tech in health tech, aged care, research in healthcare opportunities, medicine cannabis, fintech meets health tech, where we spoke about blockchain in health, UX in healthcare. Last month was patient adherence. We're here for mental health, and the next month is biodevices, digital form, and Tailor-Made Life, which is where I would now like to invite Olivia to come up, because she's a part of the Swinburne team. It's coming up on the 4th of November. We're going to be live streaming live from the US after, I think, a day after it finishes. But I would like you to say a few words about what we're doing and what's coming up.
Hi, I'm Olivia McKeon from Swinburne. So we decided to get Swinburne to partner with Pick15 to create this event. So TEDMed Live, if you don't already know, it's November the 1st to the 3rd, streamed or performed in California. And then we'll get that content exclusively to be able to show you some videos on the 4th. And not only the videos, but we'll have a panel discussion of some pretty cool people
Themes, yes.
and some pretty cool topics. And it should be light and interesting, fun. In the breaks, we're going to have like tables set up to show you what we're doing at Swinburne. There are some exciting things happening, and yeah, it'll be really, really great.
So in the registration is on Eventbrite. So if you jump on the meetup page, there's a link for you to RSVP for TEDMed Live. Click on the link, gets you to the Eventbrite page, and we hope to see you there.
Getting faster. It's going to be really, really exciting.
So, just to close out, the 2 events coming up for us next month are TEDMed Live on the 4th of November and the Biodevices Pitchathon, which is on the 15th of November, which is, I think, going to be a game show style event where we're getting some PhD students who've been working on their biomedical devices PhD program for the last couple of years. They all get a minute each to pitch and have an impact on the judges to convince them that they are good enough to be heard again. And then they choose 5 out of those who would come back and spend about 5 minutes each to really sell the idea of what they're doing, and we'll have a winner at the end of it. That's happening on the 15th of November. So, stay in touch. With that, I would now like to invite Michelle to talk about something exciting happening at Short on the Actuator.
Right. Thanks, Sid. Hi everybody, I'm Michelle and I'm part of the Actuator. And so as a company we run a number of specialised competitions and programs to help medtech startups kickstart their game-changing medtech innovations. And we're about to launch our new flagship program, the Actuator Accelerator, where we catapult startups from seed to Series A in 15 months. So very rapid timeline. And we accept up to 10 startups per cohort, and we will run 2 cohorts per year, so starting in January and then starting in July as well. And the program itself is structured in a number of national and state-based sprints, and will also culminate in a 3-month investor roadshow. We've also embedded comprehensive training, mentoring, and domain expertise to make sure that as a startup you can really focus on your business and you don't necessarily need to worry about, trying to do your CFO stuff and financials. We have all of that back-end expertise really embedded into that program. And so throughout the accelerator, Milestone Momentum is rewarded with multiple capital injection points. So in the very beginning, if you're accepted into the program, we will give you up to 200K equity investment. And look, you don't have to take the entire $200,000 if you do have funding from other sources. You're more than welcome to bring that. And for every $10,000 that we invest, we'll only take 1% equity. We do, however, require that you do have some sort of cash flow. We need about $50,000 to ensure that you can really hit all of your milestones within the first 6 months with all of the suppliers that we're bringing and, surrounding you with. And then at the 6-month mark, if you do raise a $250,000 angel round, we will match that with an additional $250K. And then similarly at the 12-month mark, if you raise a $1 million Series A, we'll again match that with $1 million. So it's pretty awesome. You're on a rapid defined funding pathway to up to $2.7 million. And then with R&D tax incentives integrated into the program, that's almost $4 million in funding. So you can definitely kickstart your startup. We're also backed by Artesian Venture Capital, so that's who's investing in all the startups. We've got MTP Connect involved, Ernst & Young, Johnson & Johnson, Medtronic, just to name a few. And officially applications will be opening next week on the 25th of October. So we encourage all eligible startups to apply. And if you have any questions or if you just want to have a chat, feel free to come talk to Cash and myself for the networking break.
Thank you very much. That's a lot of cash.
Cash money.
Awesome. All right. So, mental health stories from the trenches. I thought I'll do a quick intro to setting the stage for what we are here for. You know, we all want to build companies that be successful, but no one realizes that. Oh, we kind of know it's hard, you know, but there's a price that each one of us face in terms of burning ourselves over and over again. I've been guilty of that. I've run 3 different companies, and there are times when I've burned myself out completely. I think it's important to recognize that tech has a depression problem, which we don't want to accept. It haunts some of the most successful people in the business. But it's important to have the conversation, and sometimes the numbers, we kind of gloss over them, but they are staggering. You know, the number of people who live with anxiety every year, over 2 million of them. 1 million with depression. Suicide is one of the leading causes of death in Australia. 65,000 people committed suicide last year. I mean, those numbers are scary. If you think about the number of people affected by mental health, almost 20% of the adults will be affected. Over 45% of them have a condition that they haven't sort of followed up with. I mean, when I was preparing and getting these numbers together, I was almost sweating looking at these statistics and how serious it is, and we don't acknowledge that. There's work being done. There are bits and pieces of work being done. There are startups who are doing work in this space, research happening, there are programs in place. And we'll hear from 3 of those this evening, which I would say is only the tip of the iceberg in terms of a small sliver of the work that's going on. But I think it's important for each one of us to be part of the conversation. So I would now like to invite Dr. Simon Pilfons to come and present to us what I would like to call Comic Relief AI plus mental health.
Thanks everyone for coming. So roughly a week ago, eOrigin, which I'm part of, joined what's called a Growth Hackathon for a month. And Sid also joined us, so he said as part of this activity, maybe I'd like to talk, so here I am. I'll be talking a bit about what I do in a specific and general sense, and I think the general would be of more general interest to you all, and we can maybe connect up to the themes of this evening as we end. So I'm affiliated with eOrigin, which is the new e-mental health group of Origin. You've probably heard of it, at least some of you. It's a youth mental health research and clinical facility based next door to the zoo in Parkville. Our new slogan is reinventing mental health services through science and digital technology. We're about innovating mental health, supplementing and complementing traditional services. 3 points. We want novel technological approaches, we want availability. That's what you get with technology. Obviously humans, they have to sleep, they're not always available, so clinicians can't always be around. So supplement that with technology, mobile phones, online web platforms, etc. And affordability. Many mental health systems are burdened, so whatever we can do to reduce the cost is naturally a good thing. The origin, now this isn't a typo, this is the origin of eOrigin. The MOST stands for Moderated Online Social Therapy Project. It's a collaboration between these 3 groups. I'm a member of the middle one. We are designing, building and testing moderated online social therapies for people with mental health conditions as well as carers. The project involves the following questions: efficacy of online therapy, technology design, and how can artificial intelligence and virtual reality methods be employed in the arena of mental health. An outline. Our web platform combines social networking with therapeutic components. Quick summary, you have a newsfeed, just a Facebook style newsfeed, a bit more than that. Some therapy modules, which I'll show you later, steps and actions, and a talk about section. And this is an interesting one, it's become quite a successful part of the site. Crowdsourcing solutions to mental health in a structured process. And I really like this idea. You may have heard of Stack Overflow. It's where sort of coders and nerds and they need a question to do with coding, quickly Google it in, and they'll find this forum, and the whole community helps each other to work towards a solution. And I really like this possibility for mental health approaches and getting people to lived experiences together and such, and they can work together towards a solution to a problem. So, tailored online therapy and specialised social networks powered by AI. That's what MOST is essentially about. So, here we have some examples. This here is the newsfeed of the site. Horizons is one of our trials, I'll explain that later. Looks a bit like a Facebook-style newsfeed. You have a venue, you have the search, you have some of the members. This is a test site, by the way. I put in that sample post. People can comment on it, they can like it, they can react with it. If you clicked on that show me, you get personalised suggestions. So we do sort of linguistic analysis, emotion and sentiment analysis of what the person has written, and we then try to connect that to relevant therapy suggestions for them. And this here is one of our steps, which I'll show you later. And if you have any other questions later, you can ask me. This is one of our steps, and quick summary. Steps are interactive therapy modules designed to exercise and develop a range of psychological skills. That's where the comic relief thing came from. We largely cater for young people, and we're finding that a lot of them weren't really willing to read 2 to 3, 4 pages of text for a step. So we got some cool young graphic designers and artists, and we have a really nifty range of comics now available. When you finish a step, you can rate it and all those sort of things. And at the bottom there is an action which is connected to the step. So once you do the step, the idea is you can then practice in the real world by following an action related to the step. And here's the page of the action. So actions are behavioural experiments to apply mindfulness, self-compassion and personal strengths in real-world situations relevant to the young person or the person. I think even though Origin focuses on youth mental health, a lot of our technological work can be applied to mental health in general. So you read it, this one's about going to like a park or something and listening to a mindfulness audio exercise. You come back, you can rate it,